it's Jane Gardner, and today we're going to show you on Step in Front of the Camera about your audio with XSplit is better controlled than if you're on it on a regular basis with just your webcam. So of course you set your sound in your system, in your control panel, as to which microphone you want to use. And then sometimes the software will decide to change it on you. So you always have to check where your microphone is working and which one it is. So let me go and show you in the back how you can check to make sure that you're using your XSplit rather than your system sound. So in the back of XSplit, you just open up your Logitech Brio and then you can check here for everything to make sure everything's okay, system's okay, color's okay, etc. And effects are okay. Make sure there's nothing on that you're not expecting to be on. And then you go up into Tools and then Settings. And then we move it over so you can see it. So in this settings for XSplit, you want to make sure that your audio is okay. So you don't need an audio preview because you'll probably get a lot of backtone from that. So you want to keep that as none. You have to decide what system sounds the speakers are when you're working with it. Right now, all I'm going to do with my speakers is play back it once I've recorded. So I just want to make sure it's on the speakers that I want. So I have some portable speakers, Realtek, for example. But you could also use your computer speaker. I have some high definition audio software. You could use the speakers in your computer, the Realtek audio. I have a microphone that also has speaker settings, and I can listen to whatever I've recorded through the speaker in my Yeti, but you wouldn't want to do that because you're going to have bounce back of your voice as you're talking, so it's very difficult to listen to. So yeah, so for this one, I happen to have some portable speakers that I use, so I set that to this one. And then, of course, you don't want to delay. If you're into music and stuff, that's probably what that's good for. And then you have to make sure your microphone is the right one that you want to use. So I use the Yeti microphone to record, and I have accidentally had the XSplit audio on, and it's lower, but it did record my voice. The default microphone, you don't even know what the default microphone is. You'd have to check that and make sure if it's the computer or the monitor. And then of course the Logitech Brio, which is my webcam, also has a microphone. So you don't want that one either because it's fairly quiet. So you want to make sure that the microphone is the one that you want to use, the USB especially. Make sure that that is picked as the microphone before you even start. And usually for these kind of recordings, you just want to use mono, you don't want to use stereo. And same with audio mixing, it's just automatic because you just want to keep it simple. And so that's audio. You have to check in the back of XSplit to make sure the settings are okay. And so just apply, say okay, and there you go. So those should hopefully be still the same settings. So let's go back to a better scene. So it continuously uses those settings when you're broadcasting, regardless of what scene you go into. Of course, you can change the settings for the audio for any scene. You can. I have to show that to you later because it's within this studio scenes. So you can turn off or you can turn on the speakers. So if you had a video that you wanted to blast out on your production on a different scene, then you have to make sure that that speaker is on and doing the music that you want to do. Of course, this one doesn't have any. So that's where you basically control your audio for when you're broadcasting with XSplit. Obviously, when you're broadcasting with your webcam, you just make sure your settings are okay in the control panel for sound and that you've got the right microphone and the right speakers that you want to use. Because I have downloaded a new version of XSplit occasionally, and all of a sudden it's changed my microphone and my speakers, and I have to do another recording because the first one was wrong. So that is one of the important things to do before you start a broadcast, is to check your sound settings, audio, for your microphone and